illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Fists of Furry Dungeons and Dragons. We've been out for a couple of weeks, or, a month. But, here we are again. No sleepy tea for anyone.
The tea is there to counter the sleepy, to be fair.
Not for Anir. Anir, for some reason, is tired, so he drinks tea that makes him more tired.
I mean, chamomile does have certain soothing properties, and valerian root in particular can ease one's night's sleep.
I apologize. Was I supposed to send this to the flavor text in print?
Yes, everything's supposed to be in PM, and you need to use
Okay.
that little form.
Okay.
Anyways. Hello everyone, welcome. The party is currently, we left off, they encountered some orcs that basically ambushed them, and they are attempting to get to the Great Glacier.
They were gonna eat me.
Admittedly, the song leaves out quite a bit of the space between the woods and the river.
So, anyways, I honestly do not remember much about where we left off exactly. I know you
We
had finished off the orcs. You converted one of them, and I'll just let you take it from here, Brum.
Bring up the rope.
I believe we are still parked in about the same area. We pretty well chased off or killed all of the remaining orcs because Tato's new honey bunny is freaking awesome. Vargook is our new party member. He's currently settling in with Brum, I believe, being introduced about the area and etc.
Somebody is typing a lot and it's coming through. Or something's clicking. I think it was you,
Talk is not
Mahal.
optional.
And that was me. I have push to talk on, but it is when I'm actually typing. And
By
push
the
to talk
way,
at the same time.
Torito and Zelos, you guys need to change your icons, please. I am going to be fumbling my papers a bit tonight. I'm becoming Dova. He's rubbing off on me. It's his fault. That's my story, and I'm... that's my... blah, 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 blah.
Moving on.
So, you finished them off. Sylvan, they converted, basically Brum caused the orc to question his murderous ways, and now he's a friend.
Even in the most dire of situations, in the heat of combat even, a soul might find its path to enlightenment and subsequently reconsider the error of its ways. Such was the case with our good friend Vargook. Vargook.
What makes you think he won't just go back to the orcs?
Well, there's the fact that he'd have to explain the failure of an entire raiding party. They do tend to execute the messenger.
So that's it then. Even if you were to go back, they'd kill you.
He would essentially be dead, yes. As far as traditional tribal customs among the orc populations.
Whatever, just don't eat me. And when we get to the Great Glacier, they're probably not going to let you in.
I will do what I can to facilitate his entry into civilized society, and I will point out, you are the one who has eaten orc flesh, my friend.
Nuh-uh.
Oh yeah, remember I made those wonderful sausages for us.
Please don't.
Oh
remind
god,
me.
no.
No, it was the
There's
stew.
never-
Sausage was the leeches.
Yeah,
sausage
the
leak.
sausage was the leeches, the stew, yeah, you're right.
Again,
I took
please
only
don't
like
remind
one
me.
small taste of it, and I'm pretty sure I spat it out.
No, I think he specifically waited for you to swallow before telling you what the meat was.
Again, please don't remind me.
Moving
I
on.
might
It's
eat it
entirely
under
too
coercion.
late for that.
You know, I've got to get some merch of Nim with like a basket in his mouth, the chef hat, and questionable food in his
You
basket.
just get that kind of purple miasma they have in anime when the hopeless female cooks.
Oh no, that would be good.
Not even
That would
that. You can even have a basic, just him holding a basket of all the meats and with arrows pointing to what each specific thing is.
I made this for you.
Oh god, the horror! It looks so good at the same time. Everything just so bad.
Oh no, it won't look good. None of it will look very good.
Mm-hmm. You roll pretty
Hydra
good on it.
meat, which has been used in the past, is above all else unappetizing in appearance.
You roll high on those leeches.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to get that done. I'll contact the artist tonight. That will happen. Anyways, hello everyone.
Yes, we've already welcomed everyone like 3 times.
I'm aware.
So we're still like north of Helgaball. And where on the map would you say we are?
Let me get the map up so I can refresh myself on where.
Last time I remember, we were also taking orc ears and one of their heads as proof that we killed them.
You did not. You went to the west of Helgaball through the Bloodstone Pass. Here is this map. Aha! Here's my Bloodstone Pass map.
So we're currently at Bloodstone?
You are... let me make a pin here. One moment. Make link public. There we go. You should see in a moment a, oh wait, no.
Is it the little green marker?
Oh, you do see it. Perfect. For some reason, it's not on my... Oh, there it goes. It wasn't on my
We're near
high
a
end.
tower.
That's not exactly where you are. You are about here. Once it moves.
Okay. So we're approaching the Vassen Gate.
Yes.
Have you guys ever been to Vasa before?
Nope.
No, actually, I've never been this far north.
Neither have I. In fact, to be honest, it is getting quite cold and uncomfortable.
I'm gonna roll for it because why? I should probably do a. Wait. It's been so long. Oh, man.
The area, I guess biome would be the technical term here, is more of a, like, temperate, forest, temperate plain. It is a little on the chilly side, but not too bad.
I'm gonna roll history for this. I guess would be the best one.
Okay.
Wow. First roll of the game.
You have no idea about this area.
I'm lost already. Tato, shouldn't you know this area? Aren't you from somewhere close to here?
Okay, I'm not really from anywhere close. Like, we are way more... Grandma's house is way more up north. I never actually went into Vasa.
Brum is aware that we're someplace north of Bloodstone Village.
Uh,
Well, at least he knows more.
Nim actually did procure some maps of the area to the north, since he did figure none of you would. So
I have a map of Atlas.
I will admit, between the wedding decorations, the milk, and the fish, it may have slipped my mind.
Oh yeah, I am sure.
Fish is good stuff.
So, you guys have defeated the orcs, and what are you doing now?
We're gonna go into our little our mansion and heal up our wounds.
Just a quick refresher, our mansion is the wagon that we keep dragging around with us.
You don't drag it, it magically moves on its own.
I would also
horses
like
and
to
buggies.
remind the group that you don't currently have your private rooms because they have been converted into a bunk space to make room for the wedding hall.
Which me and Miller, there. Welcome to the stream where I failed to pronounce literally everything again.
At
I
least
think
you
it's a
remember.
theme today.
Brum. Where me and Brum were setting up the wedding. Me, because Tato's technically my adopted or stepson,
Nah,
grandson.
All I know
you're-
is my altar better not have been touched in.
somehow you're my grandfather from another timeline, I guess. I don't know. You're you just stay at least 5 feet away from me, okay?
Well, Nim is going to loot the orcs.
I should probably join in the looting. I do need pieces.
I will assist as well.
I'm only going to look for maps or charts that the orcs might have.
Tato's gonna go to the infirmary.
That does still exist.
Because
Every freaking wedding needs an infirmary.
my wounds are at 57. I have 5 health.
Alright.
I find nothing.
Actually, it's an investigation check for looting, but I don't usually bother with that.
You will rummage through the bodies, every nook and cranny. Eventually, you'll find what you're looking for.
You know, those 3 gold pieces that the tiger was carrying somewhere.
Oh my, a new shield. You shouldn't have.
Crickets, give me a D12 roll. On one of the orcs, you find a small satchel. Now, all of them do have gear, but most of the gear is low quality. If you do need to, you can technically take it, but it won't really sell, and it would probably break pretty easily. But that is an option if you guys are interested in that.
And you might be able to sell the furs for padding in some dog's kennel, and the weapons might be usable as scrap. A couple of coppers each, basically.
Oi, I need the shield, at least the one with me, because my fancy one's broken.
You don't want their shields. Their shields are shite. You'd be better off hacking a bit of tree.
Yeah, you honestly would.
But my shield's broken one hit. It can't be any shittier than that.
You're the one who wanted the gilded special.
It was nice looking, and it still is.
You're the
It's a
one
good
that
testament
got.
to the damage I...
You're the one that went and bought a shield from Walmart.
Hey, I have no regrets about this broken shield. That is obviously a testament of a very strong hit I have taken.
I mean, to be honest, that shield had a spinner in it. I don't know what that means, but it was very impressive to watch.
Yes, very.
Brum will break away from his conversation with Fargook and go over to pat Azeroth on the knee. Don't worry, friend. I'll gather some wood, a nice big chunk, and I'll carve you a new one while we're moving.
I'm still gonna hang this one in my
It
room.
won't be very pretty. I'm not very good at this, but I can at least make something to get between you and their weapons. How hard could it be?
Question mark. Dot, dot, dot.
With how
Anyways,
picky it was to even just choose out his shield, probably very hard.
Cricket, you find 3 statuettes. Small, basically very small little tiny little statue things made of gems. One is made out of a ruby, another is out of my brain just died. I'm sorry. Long story short, they're small little figurines. Perhaps something that a noble's child might play with. They don't seem to be worth much, but they are there. Azeroth, give me a d12 roll.
We. Eight. No, it's the 12. That's the 10. Started.
By the way, Shenzi, I
you.
haven't heard from you. You okay? Or just no voice tonight?
Am I connected? It keeps saying we're connecting until I'm
You are
failed.
connected. I can hear you.
No, not. I mean, to the call. I mean to the game.
Yeah, I have 3 failed attempts.
I have no idea why, guys.
And it just kicked me out.
I'm on the 4th attempt now. And I'm out.
Okay, try reconnecting again.
I am. I wish I would be. Oh yeah. Fantasy Grounds, what the fuck? Okay. Okay. it won't
And
stop.
I'm back.
Nope. And once it's forcing me to update, sorry. Didn't want me to do the first time. It wants me to create an account. No, it's...
Alright, well, meanwhile, Nim, between the various bodies, has found... That was a really good roll. Let's see. A fragile clay bottle, 4 leather flasks, a bundle of 20 arrows, and a pile of papers, one of which is titled Experiment 1, but otherwise blank. Those are interesting. Alright, well, we'll just move on here. You guys are able to get your rest. Nim is going to keep driving the caravan along.
When you say we get our rest, do you mean a full rest?
Yes.
Oh, I lost out on my roll. Okay, finally let me back.
Alright, so the wagon continues on its journey.
Can I at least say I've gotten the materials I needed for my prayers?
What do you mean?
You know, claiming victory. The whole prayer thing, ritual.
What materials?
A piece from my fallen enemy. Tooth, ears,
Yeah, I
hair.
believe
Yeah,
that was
that-
why he was cutting off ears.
That's what I was looking for.
You
Then,
can
could I leave
yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm making sure.
Alright, so the wagon is trundling forth. The orcs, the ones that fled, don't seem to return. Though any of you that are outside of the cart, outside of the mansion, will be aware of a sensation of eyes following you.
No, Brom is actually in the kitchen teaching Vargook how to bake pancakes.
And Tato would be still in the infirmary because he doesn't actually have a room, so he's just using one of the infirm beds as a bed.
I would be in the bedroom area, probably conducting my rituals, prayer.
Well, if we are having a long rest during travel, this one is probably in his room taking a nap.
You don't have a room right now.
Or find a bed and pass out in it.
The
Then
whole
he would
pla-
probably be finding a place on the exterior of the wagon that has a nice spot of sun to stay warm.
I will volunteer that if you asked him, Ignacio would definitely set up a pile of cushions or blankets in the spa for you. Or you could make a pile by the fireplace in the dining room.
Really more of a dining hall than a room.
Fair. And it does have all of those doily piles in it right now.
Doilies.
We went with the ivory on white, didn't we?
Oh my
Tato?
goodness.
What was your question?
Said we went with the ivory on white, right?
You
Yeah.
guys, yeah, you chose poorly in my opinion, but
I like ivory.
you could have had
Ivory.
ivory on top of white. You could have had.
Yeah, it's like white on white. It's like cream on vanilla.
Yeah, no, but you could have had more vanilla and a little bit of cream on top.
Well, alright.
Vanilla beans are good.
What?
Vanilla beans are good.
I've never had an actual vanilla bean itself.
They're really strong, so I would use them in cooking, not actual.
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah.
to take a chunk out of a vanilla bean.
No, an actual vanilla bean you'll have softened in a solution, or they're kind of oily to begin with, and you just kind of scrape the beans out of the stalk with a knife and apply them directly to whatever you're baking, and it comes out absolutely delicious.
I once took a
But
chunk
they're so hard to find.
jalapeno and regretted it the rest of the day. Just what came to mind.
Well, you are making it within sight of the Vasan Gate. Following the road along. Who is inside the mansion and who is outside?
I'm inside.
I think
I'm outside.
everybody's inside.
I was outside catching some rays
Oh, yeah.
of the sun.
Okay, Cricket's the only one outside.
Nim is as well.
Gordon will go outside, both to enjoy the fresh air and as a sort of pseudo watch. Would you like a
Nim
perception
is
from Gordon?
outside as well. Yes. Cricket and Nim, give me... Well, myself, but... Gordon and Cricket as well. I need perception checks.
I'm outside too.
Okay. Then give me a perception check.
Mostly doing stuff with my core staff. Again, try and get better at using it.
You
Nothing
can't really
gets by
train
this
while you are traveling.
That is also true.
So you're either doing that or you're traveling with the wagon.
Traveling with the wagon.
Alright. Cricket and Gordon would both hear some shouting from the direction you've come from.
I will turn around and take a look.
There is a small army of orcs chasing after your wagon.
I will quite loudly say, to arms! To arms!
Oh, Jesus!
The British are coming! The British are coming!
Oh my god.
Shaking it.
How far
Or
away
perhaps
are
I
we?
should have said the British are coming.
Ah, good one.
Better.
How far away are we from the gate?
A few miles. Right
Cards,
now
can
you are...
move any faster?
First off, those inside the mansion will not be able to hear you. It's up. So you're gonna have to actually go in to let them know.
I think I will poke my head into the mansion as quick as I can after alerting everyone outside.
Oh, I never actually rolled Nims. Oh wait, yes I did. Okay, so he heard it too. Nim will respond by pushing the cart to go faster. Those of you inside the mansion, you've been alerted of danger. What are you doing?
Varguk, stay here and mind the pancakes. I'd rather you not get involved with your kin right now.
He will
will.
he will nod and kind of awkwardly look at the spatula that you presumably offer to him. He's very...
Varguk, learn good.
He's still kind of confused, though.
Yes, half of them are burned, half of them are perfect, we'll call it. And by perfect, I mean a little gooey on the inside, but mostly brown on the outside.
Don't.
Brom mixed the batter beforehand, so he's just learning how to fry it.
He's gonna burn down the kitchen.
There's gonna be lots of nuts in this, isn't there?
Yes, actually, my
just
recipe does
spawn
include
in game.
a number of chopped hazelnuts and pecans. I find the flavors contrast and complement.
It's okay. We need the extra protein.
Hey, Nim provides you with plenty of protein.
Yeah, but extra because we're about to serve a lot of big boys.
Brum, needless to say, will make his way to the outside of the wagon.
The pancakes will come out either undercooked or very overcooked. There
The
is
important thing
one.
is that he's trying his hand at something that is not violent in nature.
There is one.
It is usually the scrawnier orcs who can't fight with the females that do the cooking, so he's never performed an activity quite like this before, and normally would consider it beneath his station. I am quite impressed he's willing to try it in the first place.
Yeah, you got a point there. My
There-
only
there
worry
is
that he
one-
might start a fire.
That is
boy.
perfect. Anyways,
99%. That's right.
outside of the wagon, you all can see the small army rushing after you. The cart is able to go about as fast as they can run. Though it is at its max speed, and it's kind of bouncing a bit on the rather rough road. It's not very well paved, so, you know, it's not the most
It's not paved at all. It's
No.
rough dirt
It's
and
dirt.
mud that's crisscrossed all over the place with wagon tracks.
Are there any windows that, from the inside, that look into the outside?
From the mansion, no. However, the wagon itself is basically it's got some nice padded seats inside of it, and there are windows that look out.
Alright, so here's what Tato's gonna do. He's going to go out onto the wagon, and he doesn't even really need to aim that much rather than just get distance. So he's gonna aim his longbow up, 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 take out an arrow, and fire.
They are about a mile away.
Oh. I thought they were way closer than that.
No, they're rushing
That
after.
would be approximately minus, what? It's 120-foot range increments, so we're talking not quite a minus 200.
Tato, quite a good idea to take the shot to gauge the distance.
Mhm.
Very good move.
Yes, that was the plan.
That was totally the plan.
Absolutely.
That's so hard.
Oh.
You start approaching the Vasan gate, and the guards there are definitely aware of the orcs chasing after you. At these speeds, it doesn't actually take that long to approach, but the orcs are starting to gain speed on you.
Oh no.
There is some magic being cast. Those of you that have an affinity towards it can definitely...
Spell.
I'm pretty sure you're out of range.
They're saying if they get close enough. I'm checking the range now, actually.
They are a long way off. I'm saying that you can feel arcane energies even to hear from whatever's going on in that small army.
They are augmenting their speed with some form of arcane enhancement, and I'm afraid I can't dispel it unless it comes much closer.
I'm not sure what to do other than to just keep going because we don't have any real defenses other than ourselves.
Well, you are getting...
Tato, we acquired a barrel of new cooking oil at our previous stop before last. If you could gather that and strewn the road with its slickening properties, we might buy ourselves a bit of time.
And then set it on fire?
Technically, I suppose that's an option, but I believe the slickened road would prove adequate distraction.
I think perhaps we should be more concerned with what is in front of us rather than what is behind us. You know, if what is behind us gets to us, it's basically over. However, if the gate is open and we can get through it in time, they may never catch up to us. So what's happening ahead of us at the gate?
The guards are
I just-
preparing for an onslaught. There is a small fortress at the gate itself. On this side of both of those gates, there are fortresses. On the outside, not so much. But then again, the gate itself is a massive construction that spans between the mountains, and you're basically not going to get through.
So the question is, do they lower the gate to prevent themselves from being overrun by an orc army, or leave it open to allow our less innocent travelers to make it to safety?
So you said there's 2 forts. So is it like the gate's just a line, or is it like there's 2 forts we can drive up?
The fort, I was meaning that there's a fort down at the south, the Damarin Gate. And then there's another fort up here that you are approaching at the Vasan Gate.
Who has the head of their top-ranked swordsman? Their Blade of Neville.
What?
Who has the head of the Blade of Neville?
Did anybody gather the head?
Yeah, somebody specified getting the head.
Would have either been, I'm pretty sure either me or, Azeroth has it right now. Pretty sure one of us cut it off. Might have been Brum. I forgot who actually has it.
Oh god.
No.
I honestly forgot who has it, but we did cut it off.
They would have made a valuable trophy and a nice sacrifice, I might add, but I mean, I wouldn't have sacrificed it if it's
Can you
important.
pass it to me, please?
I don't remember anybody taking it, and nobody seems to remember actually having taken it either.
I remember them cutting off ears. I know that happened.
Well,
Yeah,
I
the
do
ears, yes.
specifically remember mentioning that we should take the head of the champion.
But unless someone performed the grisly act.
I think
And
that's probably
I remember
where we stopped, though.
specifically that either I did it or Azeroth did it.
But that's probably where we stopped off at, and if that was the case, I probably didn't write it down.
Okay, no head. Somebody pass me some ears then.
Well then, can we just say we got the head? 'Cause I
Don't
said I
think
wanted to...
inflaming them is the answer.
Well, I did say I wanted to collect trophies from the war before I disconnected, and which was why I was a little upset I couldn't make a roll, but whatever. I mean, can we just say I got it and pass it?
Wait, what do you think I'm gonna do with them?
You got the ears, yes. You never said anything about the head.
Okay, then. Well, no head, dude. Sorry. So
Okay,
says the
well,
GM.
just pass me the ears so I can show the guards that we're not on the orc side.
There you go.
They're definitely not eyeing you with suspicion at all. They do believe that you are innocent here because you're kind of being chased.
Most likely they think we're a merchant caravan, and
Yeah.
God only know how we're moving so quickly. Or without horses.
Right now...
Where's Jester?
Oh, Jester just, he wanders off and then reappears wherever is convenient.
Making sure that he's not
He
running
needs
with us
to
ahead of
go
the
take
horde.
care
with
of his
Mr. Junior.
family.
Now, we
Yeah,
all
he's
know
got a
that Jester
family
is...
to tend to.
We all know that Jester is a weird curse amongst us that just magically appears whenever it wants to, and disappears just as easily.
You gotta have apples.
I don't know what magic is cast upon this horse to have him just leave whenever and reappear whenever, but I just accepted that he probably
Dear God magic.
our own.
Consider what equestrian type creatures have that ability, and perhaps you'll find the answer.
Cursed creature. Explain.
When it comes... Alright, so the fortress itself is attached to the wall, but next to the actual... it's not in front of the Vasan Gate itself. The road runs just alongside the fortress and through the gate. The guards currently have it just open enough for the wagon to get through. Because yes, it's kind of obvious they're expecting to just have to fight these orcs themselves.
Now, are these orcs close enough for a perception check in the way of mood, if you will?
What do you mean?
Can I see the whites of their eyes?
They're not quite that close yet.
Okay, then Rum doesn't have much he can do yet.
At this point, they are about 400 feet away from you. You got about 100 feet to get through the gate.
Let me see what I have in the way of spells.
You know, I suppose I should change to combat music instead of Bob
No,
on
I
Battlefield.
felt this was rather fitting given the length of time it takes them to move 400 feet.
There, more urgent.
Hey, Brum, that oil slick plan you told me about earlier is sounding good now. I think we should.
We might be out of time at this point, unfortunately. When they were still a mile away, it may have been applicable, but
Well, brace yourselves then.
So you're going into the mansion for the cask of oil?
Nah,
Or
we decided that
ball.
it's too late for that plan now.
well, if he had time to go in, grab it, roll it out, and dump it on the ground, yes. But
Well, Nim is just keeping the cart running. Or rolling, rather. Everyone! Okay, so I need to know who, if any of you, are running alongside the wagon, and who is on it, and who's inside of the wagon itself.
On the wagon where normally a driver would sit.
I figured
I
you'd
believe
be on top of the actual roof. Nim is in the driver's seat.
That works as well.
I will be on the wagon as well, because I can't run in heavy freaking armor.
Okay, so
I'm
you are
inside, just inside the door.
on the... Okay.
Tato is
Brum,
inside
with his
the
stumpy
wagon
little
next
legs,
door.
is definitely sitting on the edge of the wagon, dangling his feet over like he's paddling at the dock.
On the roof?
Sure.
Okay. What were you saying, Tato?
Tato will be in the wagon. His bow is trained outside the window. Like,
Okay, so you're outside, you're kind of hanging out the window a little bit.
well, no, I'm not hanging out. I'm firing from still inside the wagon. But I'm gonna make sure the arrow goes through the window.
The front door is open. You can see behind the cart, and yet he's ready to aim and shoot an arrow outdoors.
Yeah.
The way I see it.
Alright, and Elysian? You were originally walking alongside the wagon.
Yeah, and as soon as the orc army was spotted, he would have ran up to sit on the wagon and hope that we get the wagon moving fast enough.
So basically, we've got a whole bunch of people on top of the wagon slowing it down.
Would it be better if we were all in the mansion?
I'm sorry, I'm overestimating our size and look of said carriage, so
A volley of arrows comes from the army at the wagon.
I will need a visual representation sometime.
What?
I have no idea what this cart exactly looks. I think I'm over exaggerating what it is in my head when I think of what it is, considering.
Kind of like a stagecoach kind of idea. Except slightly larger.
Could seat 2 people in front, the roof definitely, and whatever's inside the doors. You'd be able to peek your head out the window from inside of it. Guess that's where Okay. Okay.
It's a self-driving stagecoach kind of thing.
Oh yeah. The driving part is fine. That's...
Can I make a perception check on or actually no, would it be a history check? If I
For
want to figure out who might be the toppest rank person in that army coming after us. Who's the head honcho orc?
You said you've never been through this area?
But they're orcs. I know
They're
orcs.
they're still all led by different. We'll say history with disadvantage.
I ain't no shit.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll give it a go, seeing if by happenstance Vargook mentioned it. How's that? Will you allow a normal roll under those conditions? Or I'll
You
take
really
disadvantage.
didn't question him.
Yeah.
No, but
didn't
we
ask-
were chatting, so I'll take this advantage but make the roll.
Alright.
I've heard that they have a leader, and it's not entirely possible that he or she is with them.
Alright, so let's see. Cricket, you are on top of it. What is your AC?
18.
You are hit by 4 arrows,
Holy shit!
taking a total of 11 points of damage. Next up, Brum, what's your AC?
I'm easy to hit, but the exact number is 14.
This batch was a pretty bad rolls across the board. You get hit twice for a total of 5 damage.
Do you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation here.
Something he would say.
Yes, it is. Alright, so next we've got Azeroth, who
Armor class 16.
you got hit 3 times, one of which was a crit.
Yay.
You
Let me
guys will need
calculate.
to manually enter this damage that I'm telling you right now.
While you calculate all of this, Brum will scuttle down into the wagon, and he's going to go speak with Vargook.
Alright. So, Brum, you need to apply your damage. It was 5.
Mm-hmm.
Azeroth, you had a crit. Triple damage, and you have disadvantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution-based rolls for 1d6 rounds. Jeez. Staunch the bleeding. By the way, guys, I have decided to change how these crit cards work a little bit. When it says triple damage, it just means you triple the dice. For future reference, you know?
It's kind of fair. You're getting special effects on top of what would be normal damage, so.
Yeah. Well, it's also more in tune with 5th edition and how they do crits anyways. Instead of... because they don't have the ×2 or ×3 anymore, it's just, you know... It's doubling the dice. And I like that idea, so that's what we're doing now. I just realized I never told you guys, because I started doing that with the Monday and Tuesday groups.
Interpreting
a couple
vague
weeks
answer as
ago.
yes.
What are you on about?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Azeroth, you took 9 damage with the first 2, and the second, or the crit, did 15 points of damage.
So 9 plus 15?
Yes.
Good doggies.
Well, he's laughing at you there, Azroth.
No. That thing knocked me down to half health in one shot. Good grief.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Well, Elysian, you are up next.
How did they hit me with such high AC, though? I don't know.
Because they rolled very well.
But they did badly on...
I am a very small target. It's not surprising their archers weren't trained to hit someone of a smaller stature as myself.
You have to remember, it wasn't like 3 or 4 orcs shooting at us.
That's why I
It
said
was the
fingers.
whole army.
Yeah, I think we might have killed somebody really important.
I'll admit, I once told a section of the southern lands with a group of gnomish... you could stereotypically call them bards, but they had no formal training. I was attempting to improve their prose, but I made little headway. The mobs they engendered, passing from town to town, were nowhere near this size, nowhere near as lively.
Elysian,
Yes.
you get hit by 5 arrows. One of which is a crit.
Ow.
From the non-crit ones, you take 13 points of damage. From
not
the crit, extreme ear piercing.
Ow.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, Elysian.
At least I'll have a cool scar on my ear. I think.
Yeah, you can trade scar stories with Tato.
Make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a large section of one of your ears is severed. So about half of one of your ears is gone.
Which ear?
Percentiles. 1
The
through
left.
50, it's a lefty. 51 to 100, it's a righty.
Oh, he said the left ear.
Well, inform the artist.
How much damage does that do also?
Oh yes, the damage for that.
Before
Just
I
normal-
respond to losing half my ear.
The normal damage for that, because it's not doubled or anything, so that would be 6 points of damage in addition to the other 13. So Tato and Shenzi are covered inside of the wagon. Nim is honestly pretty well covered by everybody on the roof of the wagon. So otherwise, there are several arrows that thud into the wood of the wagon itself. Others that just bounce off armor, or and then quite a few that just fall to the ground or don't even make it as far as you. Is anybody doing anything in particular?
Yes, Brum is moving into the wagon to speak with Boguk.
I am following Bram as well.
I've taken too much damage off the first time, so I'm definitely going back.
Okay, you guys on the roof, I will need...
Brum has a climb speed.
I'm aware he does. When it comes to climb speeds, I basically consider that to be normal conditions.
Fair.
Wagon that is basically bouncing all over the place on the road and stuff, you're gonna need to make a roll.
Excuse me. Oh, I almost lost my footing there. Excuse me.
Okay, if you guys are all trying to climb down the side of it, you're going to tip it over.
We'll go one at a time. It's not like we're all bum rushing each other for it.
Yeah, you don't have to follow him. He's just going to ask you questions.
Brum and Crickets.
Yes, sir.
Both of you give me another acrobatics check, please.
Nat 1 coming up.
Oh my god.
Don't mind me, I'll catch up later.
Brum, you do fall off the wagon.
He'll be fine.
That was intentional. Just myself off here with that. Take me to your leader.
I would like to throw my grappling hook to Brum.
No, get Zelos. Brum can take care of himself.
Okay.
Zelos is able to hold on. I do take your climbing speed into account with this.
I do like that both of us who have it are the ones who fell.
I know,
I
right?
have a high acrobat stat, but I have a high acrobat stat, so it doesn't matter.
You've got a terrible acrobatics stat compared to the rest of them.
Haha, but you see, I'm the one who rolled back. Obviously.
Crickets, you slip and almost fall, but you are able to, you know, basically the cat sliding down the curtain kind of idea.
I'm a kitty cat. And a meow, 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 and a meow, meow.
No, it goes meow, 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 and a hiss, hiss, scratch.
Ow.
Yeah, my idea was throw the grappling hooks that way, Brum could grab it, and then get back on the cart.
I might say that had to be a reaction of some sort.
I would allow him to
dexterity
do
check.
so.
But he'd have to have it at the ready, though. This is all happening rather quickly.
Heroic action.
I will allow
Fair.
it. So
Go ahead.
Tato, you throw it out to him. Give me a strength check.
Yay!
Brum, give me a strength check of your own. Or actually, dexterity.
I was going to say, I've done so well at strength so far.
Tato, give me a percentile roll in the tower, high or low.
I'm gonna go low. I'm feeling it. I got the exact opposite of low, didn't I?
No, you got the absolutely lowest low you could.
Ooh, baby.
Nice job.
Alright.
Alright, what happens, my glorious DM?
You throw the grappling hook. You aim a little high to get it further. And Brum is not able to catch it.
That's okay. Do I catch him in the grappling hook itself?
Yes.
Nice.
He is thankfully small enough that the hook itself is able to wrap. One of them wraps around him. The other
Sorry,
one,
Brum, this is probably gonna hurt.
The other one.
Elysian, I want you to pay attention. This is fishing from an expert.
One of the okay, so two of the prongs wrap around his sides. They do rather tear your clothes, Brum, quite a bit, because, you know, they are meant to grab onto things.
I have a sewing needle and thread. I can fix it later.
The third one plunges into your shoulder.
Ooh, right where the javelin hit. There we go, that'll scar.
And you are now being dragged along behind the cart.
How close are the orcs to Brum at this moment?
At this moment, they are still about 200 feet away. Tato, I assume you are holding tight to the rope.
Yes, I'm going to be reeling him in.
Give me a strength check.
I would like to make a concentration check to cast a spell. I am going to let you set the DC.
20.
Make the check, Brum. It's just Constitution.
Nope.
Yeah, you're not casting it. Also, you are taking... I don't want to knock you unconscious, but this would probably be the realistic damage of what you're dealing with.
Roll the rocks, I'll take it.
That would be 26 points of piercing damage.
Still up.
Yeah, because, you know, you kind of got the... You got it impaled in you, and now you're getting it pulled through.
A point of parallelism. This is the exact number of hit points I had before the long rest.
Is rather funny.
Alright, so is he completely reeled in now?
You are reeling him in, but it's a slow and hard process. He's not exactly, it's definitely not like fishing where you're pulling them through water. Instead, you're pulling him along the ground. So far, the damage, you've gotten him about 10 feet. Closer, I would say you probably had to throw it out about 20 feet to get to him.
I think that's my maximum amount of rope for it, too.
Normally you've got 50 feet of rope.
Okay, good.
So right now you've got a squirrel hooked on a grappling hook, bouncing along behind this coach.
There's not enough heal spells in the world for this.
Why'd you roll a perception check for Vargook?
Because of reasons I put into Discord PM.
Oh. The mansion itself is inside of Little Pocket Dimension.
Windows are open. He's cooking. Thought I'd give it a go.
Yeah, it would be impossible for him to be aware of what's going on outside the mansion.
Are we on another round where Brum could again attempt to cast a spell?
I would say so. You guys are just about... Next round, you'll get through the gate. The orcs are about 150 feet away now. Brum, you fail again. Tato, give me that strength check.
I gave it to you a while ago. 20. Unless you need another one.
Another one for pulling him still.
12.
Alright, so you are getting him closer to the wagon itself. He is just behind it. Brum, you take... eight more points of damage.
I have 1 hit point.
Yeah, you're going straight to the infirmary.
No, that would put you unconscious exactly at 0.
The 31 is wrong. I was typing in left-handed. I must have hit the 1 instead of the 0.
Oh, okay. Well, you've got 1 hit point. And you are close enough that you could try and grab the back of the wagon and pull yourself up.
I will try.
Acrobatics.
Which is good. I have another +3 to it.
Alright, Brum, you are clinging for dear life to the back of the wagon. Your claws are dug in. Cricket's claws are dug in on the side of the wagon. Azeroth, you were... There wouldn't really be enough room for you, unfortunately, to climb into the wagon with Shenzi and Tato in there. I mean, you are kind of large. So you are still on the roof, and yeah, you make it.
Question.
Yes.
What are the orcs riding?
They are not riding anything.
They're just running at us.
There is, like I said earlier, there is some kind of arcane magic that is boosting their speed. Or rather,
Nice.
what I implied earlier.
Okay.
But you have made it through the gate. Nim brings the wagon to a shuddering stop. And the guards on the other side of the gate push it closed behind you. Sliding the very heavy, whatever they call the bar, in place.
Here's hoping that the wall of the gate has some boiling oil to throw down at the orcs.
The fortress outside is very well defended, so you are hearing fighting coming from the other side. The orcs slam into the gate and you're hearing their axes slamming into the wood of it, trying to chop their way through, but this is a good, probably about a foot thick of a gate, so...
Yeah, it's not just any wooden gate, it's ironwood.
No, it's just wood.
General Ironwood. No, I'm kidding.
So, either way, they're not getting through anytime soon. Alright. The captain on the other side runs up to you. Well, actually, he's more of a lieutenant. The captain would be in the fortress itself. What did you do?
Tato will just hold up the orc
Thank you.
as a response. He's not even going to vocally respond.
I think we killed one of their leaders. He was an orc that, what did he look like? I forgot because
It was a
been
blade
month.
of ill Neville.
What? No, there were 2 blades, and then there was a third one.
There was the blade and then a couple of cleric types.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just killed one of their raiding parties. And that was their response to it, I guess.
That was a bit more than just killing some raiding party.
Then one of the orcs we killed must have been very important.
I suppose.
Anyway, they're
Brum will
suicidally
very
bashing
carefully
at
not
your
mention
gates.
the
Might wanna take
possibility that
advantage
they're
of that.
after the one we kept.
Brum,
Think
you
they're after
are...
Varkuk?
Weaving on his feet and coughing up more dust than anything else.
Dust and blood.
Dust and blood.
For
For once, words fail him.
After the... give me a percentile roll, high or low, Brum. In the tower, please.
Since I know what this is for, I presume I do, I'm going to go low.
The spike of the grappling hook had plunged into one of your lungs.
Oh shit.
The pulling motion is what really pushed it into your lung, or pulled technically into your lung. You're basically just barely keeping conscious right now.
Brum says something that sounds to the kin of... In reality, he's trying to say, I believe I'm going to faint now.
Azeroth, could you please heal him real quick?
And do. Let me just poke him real fast.
I don't suppose you guys have a place we could take our friend here.
We have an infirmary inside of the fortress. On the other side of the wall.
We have an infirmary here inside the little pocket dimension that is our wagon. And it looks like these orcs, they're not backing off anytime soon. You guys want any help?
We will manage this. Actually, if you are proficient with a bow, we could use your help up on the wall.
I am, but
I'm proficient with a bow.
I am too, but I'll put the squirrel away first into our infirmary.
Brum starts tottering up towards the wall, trying to form words.
And I pick up Brom off the ground and off the wall and carry him into the thing.
As soon as you are picked up, Brum, you pass out.
Is he still impaled, by the way?
He is still impaled.
The hook's still stuck in him. That was just the only thing I could think of to try and save him. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey,
don't worry.
It's a valid tactic.
Sadly, it worked.
I mean, if not for that,
here
he would be
with
dead.
0 hit points is better than back there amongst the orcs, one might presume.
Yeah. So, yay, I saved Brum. I'm a hero. Alright, time to lay down some fire on the orc.
It's like, you're lucky I'm a cleric, not a warrior.
The
other scout would have shoot arrows at these people. And you can hear me knocking at Brom the whole time.
The guards on the gate are pouring burning oil down below. It really doesn't take much to get the orcs to disperse. There are probably about 15 of them that are dead before they make their escape.
Can I shoot some stragglers?
You can try.
Okay.
For Brum...
I'm not aiming at any of them in particular, though.
Okay. You are able to shoot a couple of them, but they're not quite low enough to be killed by the shots. But they're definitely
I just barely missed the heart.
Hurt. Azeroth, what are you doing with Brum?
I'm taking him to the infirmary to get healed by our actually, what numbers our God, what's his name?
You mean by yourself?
Yes. I mean, it is our mansion. I know where things are. I mean, it is our pocket dimension. I know where things are.
How far away are the orcs right now?
They are...
what is the closest one?
Plus, I already poked him to stabilize him.
Okay.
It's gonna be...
From you, Tato, they are probably close to about 400 feet away.
Okay, they're too far for me to catch. Okay, never mind.
Anyways, if it's any consolation, I poked the squirrel. He is stable now.
You're up on a very tall wall, Tato. Azeroth, so you cast a heal, cure wounds or something on Brum?
If I can ever figure out how to get back.
Do you remove the grappling hook first?
I should have probably. Oh, I should probably.
That would probably take a heal check, and I would recommend doing it because otherwise it might not heal properly.
Don't you mean a medicine check? Or
Yes, medicine
You know,
check.
if I were in 5th edition, yes, I would say medicine check.
well, medicine check.
You are having some difficulty removing it.
That's almost 20. Good lord.
And you're talking about...
embedded in his lung.
You guys should let somebody with actual medical skill remove that.
Good lord.
Okay, Azeroth, you are 1, not proficient.
Hmm.
And 2, we're talking about what is probably about a 1-foot spike with a barb on it embedded inside Brum.
Well, I guess I know what I'm.
There's a good chance, in fact, it's likely that the very tip of it is sticking out of his front.
Should I have gotten our extra demonical help to help me out with this?
There we
Again,
go. All patched up.
There is a pedicurist, not a physician.
Fair point, but I believe he has a more delicate touch.
Yeah.
Honestly, when we get a
crickets.
chance, we should probably hire a dictated doctor for our infirmary.
Yes, I am the emergency
I don't see
medical
what the big
hologram.
problem was.
Yeah, where exactly we're going to get the money to hire anyone? I mean, Ignacio works for his own wages that you don't need to worry about, but...
And Von Grok, our new orc guy, is just...
Guys! Cease and desist! Cricket comes in, looks over Brum, and in the blink of an eye, you see him reach out, you blink, and suddenly he's just holding the grappling hook in one hand. Brum is perfectly, well, you know, he's bleeding, but otherwise he's okay.
Yes, just
Potato.
put some cloth on that. Hold it there for a little while, you'll be fine. Cast a
Potato
healing
will.
spell, even better.
You get
Go ahead,
another
sorry.
poke.
Brum, alright, so he is going to need a heal spell, an actual cure wounds.
Like I said, he gets poked. Cure wounds.
Well, cast it!
I'm sort of bleeding out here.
Yeah.
It's been a while, sue me. Oh my goodness, and I can't really put it over his face. Here.
You could do it in the
Level
combat
1,
tracker,
you-
but...
Where is the...
Never mind. So he's just bleeding out here, and you give him a level 1 cure spell, right? I get it. No need to waste it. He's not going to be in combat today anyway.
No, you're not. You're resting.
Well, Brum, the Cure Wounds spell is able to at least, seal up the wounds so you're not going to bleed out. You're not bleeding into your lung anymore. You are going to be coughing up blood. Okay, have you seen My Hero Academia?
I've tried not to, honestly. It's the type of shonen I don't like.
Have you ever
I'm
seen
aware.
Excel Saga?
Yes.
Basically, you are All Might, where you randomly will cough up blood for a while.
No, Excel Saga is a much better, funner reference. Trust me.
I don't know that one. So,
There's YouTube compilations of that. Anyways, never mind. Go ahead.
Did you say Excel Saga?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Yeah, I know that chick.
Brum, you are going to have a lovely scar in your back.
It wouldn't forget my felt back on. It should hardly be noticeable.
Your coat itself is fairly well destroyed. You can possibly repair it. It's going to take some work. You will
Well,
also...
I'll be wearing patches for a while.
You will also have to make a Constitution check every time you attempt to cast a spell with verbal components for the next 5 days.
Again, fair.
Talking is going to be difficult. Or more
What?
precisely,
Could
getting
you
enough
repeat
air.
that? I didn't understand.
Talking is going to be difficult.
Yes, I heard talking, and then everything else fuzzed out.
It's gonna be so hard to speak in Draconic to talk.
No,
to cast
don't worry, I have a
spells
solution for this.
while
We
I'm trying
just
not to have a
keep
cough.
his mouth shut for 5 days.
You do know he'll explode or die from... or die.
It's like this,
Oh,
bro. For the next 5 days, if you say more than 10 words in a row, you just start having a coughing fit.
It's like, wait, did you play Red Dead 2?
I have not, but
Oh my.
I get the idea.
Yeah. Any extraneous activity will cause you to... Fun times.
Alright,
Please,
so... Brum is safe. He's not going to die. So there's that. The orcs have fled. Are you guys going to do anything in particular?
There.
Yeah, you get another
Elysian's
first level
going-
spell.
Elysian's going to go apologize to Lieutenant for basically leading a small orc army to the gates.
Well, we did admit kind of killing their bleed.
Hey, 15... No, wait. How many orcs did we kill before? Like 8?
Speaking of, did I actually give you guys experience for that?
No, but we figured you
Um,
would give us experience after we, escaped the army.
Yeah, I did not give you experience yet, so let's go ahead and do so. Where was that encounter?
Well,
If you level up, you're fully healed, right? Like all of your
No.
critical injuries go away, and no.
Nah, this isn't an RPG like that.
dun, 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 down.
You are awarded 7,000 experience for the orcs you defeated in addition to escaping the army.
Lovely.
Which, is
His
split
turn.
up to
petition
1,000.
for inspiration to be given to Tato for miraculously saving Brum.
I will allow that.
Thank you.
That was a good idea, yes.
Does anyone else feel like commenting on how cartoonish our escape would have been otherwise? Like, I mean,
Oh, it
we've
was
seen that-
definitely very cartoonish.
It's full of yakety yaks playing in the background and
yeah.
everything.
I mean,
Yeah.
full on.
All we need to do
Alright,
now
so-
is find a animator to do in the old Mickey Mouse style.
We don't need much. We just need a reeling. We just need a gif of just the cart being pulling in and the squirrel bouncing in the background with the.
The only problem is once it was a grappling hook instead of grabbing onto the rope, we lost the whole PG-13. I mean, the gore alone.
It's cartoon gore. Trust me, it doesn't. You still get away with.
So,
Ah,
Tato...
just-
Hold on.
Animaniacs have done far worse. Looney Tunes have done far worse.
Fair, but in a somewhat more removed.
Yes, Tato?
Tato will go into the mansion and confront Varguk. Not violently, obviously. Tell me about the people you were with today. And why did the entire orc army come after us?
I
Who are you?
know. I am
Who are you to the
Varguk.
orcs? Are you
I
I
am a
don't know,
warrior.
a special son of the one?
I am not. I do not know why they came after. Not in those numbers. and coming close to the gate is assured
Suicidal.
defeat. They had to have been egged on by someone.
Well, I have three theories. One is that we killed somebody super important to them and they got really angry. Two is that you were really, really important to them and they wanted to get you back. Or three is that they already know who we were and just want to kill us because they know we're bad news. Okay.
The first two are not accurate. As for the last, the leader of my band told us we had a special mission. We were to kill your party. He would not say why or who you are, but he told us that we had to kill you. He is dead now.
We've been offending a lot of gods lately, so There are just so many reasons now. Can I roll a what's it called when you want to figure out if they're lying or not?
Insight.
Insight, that's it.
In the tower, please.
Thank you. Is my friend now? I believe he's telling me the truth. What I want to know is, does it feel like he's hiding anything?
Give me an insight check in the tower.
Yep.
As far as you are aware, he is not hiding anything, or he does not seem to be hiding anything, nor is he lying.
Okay. So, guess you guys were making pancakes, huh? How'd they come out?
Vargook is proud. And he's gonna hold out the plate. There are several that are little discs of charcoal. Others that are very black. There is one that you're not sure if he just took it almost seems like he just took the batter and put it directly onto the plate of finished ones, almost. I mean, there's a small layer of slightly cooked portion that's kind of holding it together, but it's definitely oozing out of the sides. There is one pristine, perfectly browned pancake on the very top, though.
Tato will take the one off the very top and ask, did you cook this one?
Yes, Vargook proud.
This is the one you should be proud of. Always.
He will give you a very large grin, which, on an orc
Vargook,
is almost terrifying, but still.
Tell you what, Vargook, I'm proud of you today because you took a step towards changing your ways. And I appreciate that.
Now you're sounding like a motivational speaker.
I was gonna go for Brum, but okay.
No, Tato being sincere.
Alright.
And probably in a corner of the counter, there's Georgie nibbling on one of these slightly less burned ones.
Okay. I think I
Now then,
accidentally
Vargook,
deleted
I'm sure
that.
you have a bunch of questions you want to ask us. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm back.
Dude, I have no questions to ask. I have no idea what to ask.
Why, pink-skinned woman with funny smell.
He's not exactly the most brilliant.
His intelligence is 7.
Yeah, he's not very smart, so curiosity isn't exactly something he's accustomed to.
What's up with the bard thing again?
It was in my little folder that came up with Bloodstone when I was looking up the Bloodstone Pass map, so... Well, we don't need the Bloodstone Pass map anymore.
Yay.
The
Wait, so none of us
lieutenant
leveled?
does ask, whoever's outside, which...
Elysian.
Yeah, that would be Elysian.
He was going to speak to the lieutenant, I believe.
Yes. What is your business here in Vassar?
We're traveling to the glacier. Tato's
You're not
out
there.
but I'm saying it.
You're metagaming.
I'm saying it OOC.
It is metagaming.
Okay.
He is asking Elysian.
Asking me what? Sorry.
Elysian! God damn it. I realize that Dwarf Fortress is fun, but put it away.
I wasn't playing anything. I'm not playing anything right now, and I haven't been playing anything since the campaign started tonight.
Yes, that's why we're here.
We're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Okay, what was the question?
Somebody
Because
forgot to give the main hobbit the mithril chain shot.
He asked us why we were at his fort right now. Where are we going, etc.
Oh,
What
we
is
were
your
going
business
to-
in Vassar?
We were just passing through to the Great Glacier to go host a wedding and reconnect with some family.
I see. Very
Then
well,
the
then
orcs
do not
attacked us.
cause any trouble for... Do not cause any trouble.
Well, try not to, but trouble seems to follow us.
Make sure you give an odd chuckle for that.
Especially me. But it should be just a straight shot to the Great Glacier now, shouldn't it?
Roughly. There are no roads that lead up there, though.
We have a local guide from there. I'm sure we can make it.
Okay, that's getting.
Also, for some reason, a little voice in my head is telling me that we're supposed to be taking some goblins to Isengard. Or was it hobbits? No, I'm pretty sure it was goblins.
Alright, I'll stop that now. But I had to. It was a necessity. Anyways. He nods and waves you off to carry on, directing reloading of the oil cauldrons and such on the wall, heading off to do his duties, you know. So you guys are in Vassar now. The nation, do you guys all have the Faerun map up?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
You are actually coming out of the gate. You are shortly to the north of Darmshall there. The next route along the road, which follows the river, which you're right next to, you see? The Pellavir River runs down past you and into Bloodstone Pass and all the way to Helgabal. But the next city would be Telos City. What do you do?
I promise not to piss off the guards this time.
Tato's gonna shop for milk. Actual milk this time.
But you have the...
I have nightmare milk, which is not what was asked of me.
Actually, the
And I do not
specific
approve
type of
of.
milk was not specified.
I also do not approve of giving my supposed wife nightmare milk. So
Maybe she likes the stuff. How do you know?
You don't know her. I don't know her tastes.
I know her
You don't know the
taste,
kind of food
but
she makes.
I
You don't know
May
your
have forgotten.
grandmother? You don't know what she likes?
Considering what I know of this woman, I would say it's right up her alley to like this fiery substance.
In truth, I think her grandmother is very badass. She may actually enjoy this stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean she probably will, but like, she is a terrible cook.
was she?
Uh,
Guys, let's go ahead and take a small break for a little bit here. Just a really short one. We'll be right back.
okay.
After
We'll be right
these
back after these messages.
We'll be right back.
Maybe if they talk to the guards, they'll be able to tell us more.
I think I'm going to have my guy visit family here.
What do you mean? You have family here in
I
Vassal?
need shields. I
Oh.
need a shield, and the guy said he was going to make one.
Oh, yeah, in
Dude.
Brum's condition, he can't make you a new one.
Yep, so I have to find another one. And I can't really have my one that's being specially made back in town be... I don't think they have mail ordering here.
Hey,
I
Brum,
heard
how's
that,
the lung?
Brum isn't conscious to answer this question, unfortunately.
Oh, I thought.
Please leave a message after the tone.
I AFK myself for just a wee bit.
I've heard that frying pans can be good shields.
Now, they tend to make helmets and offhand weapons.
Sorry about that. Okay. So, you guys are just heading to Telos City then?
Brum will abstain. He'd like to stay behind in the wagon this time.
The wagon's going with.
Yeah.
Yes, but he doesn't feel like shopping right now.
I should shop for a shield.
Now I'm gonna shop for just some regular cow milk, if they even get cow milk.
Also, wait, don't I have my super special shield being made right now in Molemaster? There we go.
Yeah, but how useful is that out here?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna wonder.
Gotta
I
get
mean, there
yourself a
is
cheap-
mail in this city, or in this world. Magical mail.
So how much would it cost to magically mail my thing here, considering that I figure we've been on our journey for more than a couple of days, and that shield's probably ready, just sitting in the back of the thing?
How long do you think it takes to make a shield?
Well,
The
it's been a
shield is
couple of days
ready.
already, and he already took a couple of days. Go ahead.
The shield is ready to go, presumably. It would cost 1 gold piece to send a message to them. The mail clerks in the city tell you that it would probably be 10 gold for shipping the shield to you.
And how long would it take to ship? Probably
About 2 hours.
2 hours it is. Good thing I have
Plus
all
the
this
1
work.
hour to get from here to the merchant, requesting him to send it here, You would want to probably do a send them money to ship it.
Okay then. Well, 1 gold to you and 10 to send out to the guy to have it mailed him. Okay.
All right, it will be sent out in the moment.
Yay! Minus 11 gold. I mean, oh my god! Type it. Bam.
Like, oh
That's
my
good
god, just take the money. I just want you to take all the money and just, like, do stuff with it. You see? You just gotta do stuff.
I did stuff.
You,
And with
you
that,
did
I have
stuff, that is good. Now you need to do more stuff.
Like an epic quest. Oh yeah, and the whole reason I'm obsessed with getting a shield is because I have the shield master perk, and I mean, it's nice that I can two-hand my hammer and all that, but you know, shield master perk.
Has my black candle finished melting yet?
It's about 3/4 of the way.
Yay.
I'm getting G. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna take one of those ears from Tato so I can use them to, you know, so. Good for prayer.
You're gonna do what?
I said, shouldn't I take one of those ears from Tato and use them? You know, that they're good for prayers and whatnot. It is a trophy.
You gotta pray.
Okay, you're gonna go pray. Got it.
I'm praying with the ears. Well, one of them at least.
You do know that they can't hear you anymore, right?
Saying.
Speak to the gods through the ears.
Oh yeah, that's
of
right. I'm back.
your orc.
Whoops. There we go.
It was a strong and mighty orc we have killed. Gods will be pleased. Maybe
Actually,
he'll
that
make
one
up
was
for it.
literally the runt of the litter.
Listen here, you. Hush.
All hands to battle stations.
So anyways, Telos City, you arrive to the edge of a crater. Telos City is located in the center of this large crater. It is fortress-like and pretty large. It fills a good portion of the crater, though this crater is also incredibly massive. That's really all the information I have on Telos City, so...
It's a magical land.
There's not much available about it.
There's probably aliens. I'm kidding.
Are you saying we're at Telecity right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
We just skipped where we were.
Well, I mean, we were just at a fortress wall, and we could see the town from the wall itself.
You could not.
Oh, we couldn't? Shit, never mind. I guess we did.
It was about 6 or 7 hours of travel, but you did make it to the city.
Shield. My shield's here.
You guys do have a long rest.
Yay.
Let me apply that.
Yeet.
Hey, guess who's back alive and feeling 100% better with themselves without a spear I mean, a hook hanging from the body.
Let me check who...
Oh, we lost a cupcake.
Mahal, I still need information for Brum.
I asked, but you, I think, were talking to someone else. I thought we'd said to skip him. I'll use previous as something. I'll need you to resend exactly what you need. Because we
It's in
discussed
the
it earlier
group chat.
and bypassed it for some reason.
It's in the group chat.
Tato, you're already too late. They already chose you.
Say again?
You were too late, and they already chose ages ago.
Chose what?
You typed in 2 in the Discord. I was like, they chose his
Okay.
picture ages.
Okay, whatever.
So, what are you guys doing in Telos City?
Getting my shield.
Okay. A few hours later, Azeroth.
Tato's
Give
gonna
me-
check in on his beloved.
She is currently knitting a quilt.
I didn't mean stop what you were doing, I'm sorry.
Azeroth, give me a perception check.
Oh. Oof.
Alright. Now give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Right.
Shenzi, you okay?
She disconnected?
Yeah, she disconnected a while back. Said she did.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Wow. It was between a 20 and a 1, so yeah, that was fun.
It was between a 14 and a 1.
Oh, well then darn. Still,
The shield comes flying through the air and smacks you in the back hard enough that you are sent sprawling.
At least we know the shield is sturdy.
whee! Just goes, you see a flying scout.
You are sent sprawling into into a merchant's cart. You know, one of those street carts, street stalls. Basically, your massive self with your heavy armor and stuff destroys the stall. But you got your shield.
Cabbages!
Yes, exactly.
God.
My leg!
Who's going to pay for all this damage?
Fear not, kind shopkeeper. We have quite the item here to help you. It's called Flex Seal. It fixes a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
And Tato then flexes. Am I doing it right?
That is
So you're the one that's going
Perfect.
to fix this? Are you going to replace, or are you going to make all of my cabbages better too? Look at them! They're ruined!
This is why we gotta stop using that airmail, guys. You're gonna get us killed with airmail.
Guards! Guards!
I'm surprised that somebody hasn't sent knives at us through air.
I can make that
considering
happen.
How accurate they've been, considering how accurate that everything airmail our way has come so far, it has successfully knocked us into whatever.
Good thing Elysian isn't near the guards for once. He's too busy looking himself in the mirror and feeling where part of his ear used to
Should
be.
we just leave?
No.
The guards are currently bustling up to the stall.
I'm still technically half unconscious on the cart, doing scent flying.
You
I
are a
should-
little stunned, but it's wearing off now.
Okay, how much is it for the cart and...
No, we don't know if we're going to be held accountable for airmail coming and bashing one of us upside our head and sending us flying at Mach speeds.
Oh yeah, did you not see the shield that came down and just smashed into him?
I mean, it did a good
That
job
does
coming from
not
behind.
solve the question of who's paying for this!
I'm pretty sure there's airmail insurance somewhere. I don't know.
Except we purchased the Kraken insurance instead.
Did you
Kraken.
pay for the airmail insurance?
Well, I mean, you told me it was 10 gold plus the 1 gold.
That was for
whatever
shipping, not for insurance.
Oh my god.
You never specified that there was insurance for airmail.
You never asked.
Just alright, tell us how much gold will it take for this to just end right now? How much
That is
was it for all the
1 gold
cabbages?
per cabbage.
Gonna highball us. I'll tell you that right now.
1
Oh,
gold per
hockey!
Really?
Yeah.
Are these special cabbages?
They are. They were very difficult to transport up here
Wait.
and expensive.
Okay.
Oh,
How many cabbages were
no,
there?
wait. I want to see something here. Yeah.
300.
Oh, I didn't notice a thing. was gonna
Azeroth,
try to-
you catch sight of your new shield, and it is simply exquisite. The iron is just forged in such a way you can see the craftsmanship that was put into this. You are entirely absorbed in it.
Mm. Well,
Oh, now I get to roll a perception check for the merchant.
Do
Hi.
we get to go to one town without causing trouble?
well, I mean, you guys usually are intentional with yours. Mine's was completely accidental and random.
Cricket, you are
I'm
able
not
to...
intentional with mine.
Cricket, you are able to walk away without any trouble. The merchant is very focused on Tato and Azeroth.
Mhm.
You have destroyed 300 cabbages! In my stall! That was 500 gold!
You were highballing your cabbage price, mister. As we made this trek from Molemaster just fine without $500. What are you charging, Beaver?
Are you accusing me of... I am offended beyond belief, sir!
Listen, none of us are good at talking. How about you talk to Cricket?
No. Cricket's not there anymore.
Where is
Cricket.
Cricket is gone.
Okay, it's
Also-
just us. Great.
Also, my shield is really perfect. You should really look at it. Like, nice.
Yeah, it's a perfect shield. You got how much? Like 800 gold on.
No,
Because I don't have 800 gold on me.
he's highballing.
The shield is 800 gold?
No,
Oh,
it's not
yes,
800
that is
gold.
a very nice shield. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I will take the shield and call it even.
No.
Didn't the smith say if anything were to happen to the shield, you'd get his wrath or something?
Or was that my rapier? I'm pretty sure that was my rapier.
It was the rapier.
It was the
Oh,
rapier.
okay.
But no, he's not getting my shield. The shield's not even worth 800 gold.
Listen, if it's not worth 800 gold for real, then we're getting a hell of a deal out of this situation. Because I am not going to butt pounding prison.
It's not butt pounding prison. A. B. He's highballing us. He won't get away with anything. And C. Airmail did it, not us. Not our fault. We got pelted. I got
Is there a
pelted from
disturbance here?
mine.
Are you causing
Yeah, you
trouble
ever-
in our city, outsider?
No, I got hit with airmail and was sent flying into the cart.
Yeah, you ever see just items literally flying at people from the sky?
I'm pretty sure they've
I did not
experienced
see
airmail.
this. But
No,
I
I'm
see
asking
you
how-
still on this stall.
Again, do you see the position I'm in on the stall? Do I look like I walked into this position?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
obviously-
still on the ground.
I'm still upside down, literally, because I went flying in the air.
You didn't go flying.
You said I went flying.
You belly
Yeah, you
flopped
literally
into the
said-
stall.
You
you
did
said
not
you went
specify,
I
flying.
said he
but-
went sprawling.
Sprawling. Okay, fine.
That doesn't specify belly flopping.
You are a bit too large for that to have caused you to go do a flip.
Aw,
So you belly flopped into the stall.
I like how these details are being added after the fact.
Okay. Well, now that we know exactly how you fell, listen, we're not here to cause trouble.
And this guy is obviously trying to highball us for an incident that was outside of our hands to begin with.
Yeah, man, it's like we're willing to take accountability for our accident.
But not for
But-
the amount that this man is asking for, which is absurd.
$500 gold pieces for a stall and a gold piece for, as you said, 300 cabbages. I don't think you had 300 cabbages.
You could do an investigation check to see.
Even the guard can do an investigation check to see.
You know what? I will do an investigation check.
There are about 20 cabbages. Most of the ones that weren't, underneath Azeroth when he fell, were already in pretty bad shape. Borderline rotten as is.
Tato will just take one and sniff it. Ah! Wait, did it actually smell bad?
Yes.
It still smells okay.
But it's near the bad point.
Yeah,
Obviously.
it's
He
near.
knows-
It's very close to the bad. It's very close to going bad.
My keen nose would pick that up in a heart. Bad cabbages are bad.
Yeah, Azeroth, you are quite well aware because now you kind of smell like them.
By the smell of these cabbages had maybe 1 day or two at best. So 1 gold each is kind of crazy.
Plus, you said there were 300. There's not even 20.
Listen, like I said, we'll take care. We'll definitely pay for for the damages, but you got to be reasonable on the cost of the damage.
The guard looks over the area and between the merchant and yourselves and just sighs. How much is it actually? Well, maybe there weren't actually 300 cabbages. But I swear the cart was 500 gold.
No. Now you're trying to highball us even more.
Was it 500 gold like 20 years ago when you bought it and now it's all warped to crap? Depreciation, man. Listen. And I'm already going over what I could probably ask for
No,
from
don't
him.
even
but
give him an offer yet. The way I
I'm
see it,
thinking
we're
of giving him an offer.
No, he doesn't need 300 gold to fix this. He probably only needs 10 to fix it.
I didn't even say a number yet.
Oh well.
Listen, I'll pay 50 gold for the stall.
You're paying over. Wait.
Is it over?
Yes, 50 gold.
50
for. A stall?
for. He's saying 500. I know it's a high ball.
I don't want to even give him 50. That would be giving too much for such a simple thing as a cart that probably only needs a minor mending at best, seeing as I fell on it.
Yeah,
It's
how
not
much
like
damage even is there? Let's look.
Yeah, see.
The stall is destroyed.
Okay, this stall is totaled.
Fine.
So, well, I don't know.
What
How
would
much
you-
is it for a new stall?
Yeah, how much is it for a new stall? Not top of the line. Something matching maybe the great that you had.
Give me history checks, we'll say. Both of you.
We could build a new stall. It's not that
Don't.
hard to make.
I mean, really. But he wants a history.
Tato, you would surmise it to be about 10 gold for a new stall. And that's for
Okay.
a rather somewhat higher end one.
Listen, the 500 gold you were coming up with, I mean, your stall had to have had several enchantments into it to be worth 500, and even then probably needed to be made out of ironwood, which wouldn't have collapsed so easily anyway. You want a new stall? I'll give you 10 gold.
But
And
what
if that's
about my...
unacceptable to you, then I don't care. We'll just leave.
You will not just leave.
Okay, fine. We won't just leave, but we don't think the 500 you're coming up with is reasonable at.
And 10 is reasonable because he probably wouldn't even have sold these cabbages with the way they were smelling, I assure you.
Yeah, those.
Give him 20 gold and we'll call it even.
20 is still
Not
bad,
acceptable to you? The merchant stammers for a bit before sighing and basically pouting, but nodding.
He wouldn't even have made 10 gold off the cabbage.
Yeah, 20 gold sounds fair.
Fine, we'll split in for this.
How much gold do I even
You're
have on?
splitting it with Tato when Tato's the only one that was here that talked you out of this?
And I'll give Tato time to use my shield. I mean, it's a win-win. Come on. Fish.
I'll help bail him out of this. Whatever.
Do you not see the value of this shield? How awesome it is?
Given that Tato's a dual wielder and occasional double-handed spear wielder.
Hey. Have you ever gone dual shielding before, Tato?
I have not. That sounds. I don't know. I mean, have you ever used a lantern shield?
Have you ever rammed anyone with a shield before?
Just dummies.
Oh my goodness.
Practice dummies.
I will show you the joys of shield bash. And you will never look back. Dual shield.
You know, it's like my other hand weapon is my shield. In a
You'll be
way,
like-
my sword is my shield. I just have to make sure that you stay on the other end.
Tato, you will be like Sir Goofy, but ×2, because you'll have 2 shields.
Why would I dual wield shields?
Again, you don't know the joy.
Okay. So, we both give him 10 gold to just make this headache go away.
Or to make him go away, specifically.
One and the same.
Alright, subtract it.
I already did.
I gotta find it again now. Where it's
It's
at.
under inventory. Scroll down.
Alright, is there any business that any of you would like to take care of here in town?
Yes, I would like to shop for some milk. Again.
Never found any.
You're looking for specifically cow milk?
And I do apologize. You're gonna have to tell me the name of the shield.
We'll deal with that later. Remind
Okay.
me during during the week.
I'm gonna template it as awesome as fuck shield. Okay.
Tato, you are able to find a merchant offering cow's milk.
Thank goodness.
It comes in specially designed magical bottles, which keep it fresh as the day it was pulled from the cow.
Wait. The bottle is significantly more valuable than the milk. Remember, you can put fairies in those. Just buy the bottles. Buy all the bottles. Dump out the milk and go hunting fairies. It's a thing.
Oh no, he has to give it to his grandmother.
How much for each bottle of milk?
Well, sir, I'm sure you can understand that it does come with a high price due to the bottle.
Yes.
Per gallon, you are looking at 20 gold pieces each.
I will buy 1 gallon.
Pretty sure.
I can also sell you just the milk itself for 2 silver pieces.
Do you think the milk will hold a trip to the Great Glacier? I mean, once we get to the Great Glacier, at least it'll stay cold.
Unfortunately, I would not be able to say.
I won't risk it. Besides, I'd like to get one of those bottles.
Well, I mean, you can always put ice around it.
True.
Do we have a minute? Yes.
All right, you have
correct.
a magical bottle that keeps its contents fresh.
Yay. So don't open.
It can hold 1 gallon. No, you can open it.
Oh.
It basically puts them into kind of a suspended state. So they remain in... it remains in the condition that it was when you put it in. Living creatures cannot be put in there. Sorry.
I typed
no
it
fairies.
down as the stasis gallon bottle.
So no
That is a
fairies in the
good
bottle.
idea. Great description. All right. Anybody else doing anything in town?
No. Did I bring a heal? Huh, no. I was gonna say a healer's kit or a medicine kit. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, are there books on medicine I could borrow? Maybe I can learn to become or
Not borrow, but you could buy.
yeah, but how long does it take to read it to be proficient? Medicine.
You would need several books to actually become proficient in it.
That'd be a book per town.
This town doesn't have much in the way of books. They have about... well, give me a percentile roll, high or low.
Percentile roll. I'm gonna say hi.
They don't have any books on medicine.
Oh well. Forgot I should.
They have books on other subjects, such as the Great Glacier, but not on,
Why would I want to know about that?
medicine. Alright, so I'm assuming that nobody else has any business here in town.
I'm still
that
fairly
I am
poor,
conscious
so
to take
nope.
care of. No.
No.
What do you say, Turlix?
Oh, I'm still poor, so no shopping for me.
Your candle has finished melting.
Yay! And finally the thing inside.
There is nothing inside.
Correct. Get wrecked. Oh my god. I just realized how much time you took to get that to. Thinking, oh, there's gonna be thieves' tools inside here. Nah, you got bamboozled.
Instead, the candle wax itself reshapes itself into a set of thieves' tools.
God damn.
I mean, that's a clever way to hide it.
Gotta say, that is one creepy old hag.
So I
damn
don't
it.
have the Zelda treasure music. Because finally my quest to get my tools is done.
I mean, it's in the chat. It's on the stream.
Is it in the chat?
Item found.
Oh. Yay! I finally got them. Well, time to add them to my list of tools. And,
Alright.
yeah, that's all for me.
While I really hate to do this, because it was really short, I think that's about all I've got in me today.
Okay, good night.
I wanted
No,
to...
I'd say that you've done a number on us.
Aye. I'd say we're dead. Critical.
You've done a number on our wallets. Oh.
You know,
I
if
wanted
one of you
to-
would just get proper appraisal abilities and persuasion and
Honestly, I should have proper appraisals abilities.
yeah, but you weren't the one dealing with the money this time.
I don't have
Yeah,
Well,
ability.
teach us.
but I don't
Uh,
have those. I should really get those.
And I would have to read too many books in order to become good at it.
Well, thank you for running for a Zim. It was nice to get back to it.
Oh. God damn it.
Yes, hopefully...
it
Oh, I
was
forgot
fun.
to change the credits. I wasn't actually playing Dwarf Fortress, so... But, oh well.
You were really playing Dwarf Fortress all along.
Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. I'm sorry it was a short stream. I might actually do some Dwarf Fortress in a bit. It just takes a lot more effort to DM than, you know, doing Dwarf Fortress or other things. And I just don't have the energy tonight for that. We'll see what I feel like in a little bit, so do pay attention to the Discord and whatnot to see. For now, though, I am finished. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you to my patrons, Don't Eaters, and subscribers. I couldn't do this without you guys. I will be back tomorrow for sure, because I feel like doing more Dwarf Fortress tomorrow. But for now, thank you all for coming, and I bid you all adieu.
Bye.
Bye. Good night, everybody.